Hey guys, it's WoodChuck and Cassidy again.
Hello.
Finally we're on video. We have a lot to talk about because we've been gone for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
And yes, we have normal lives, unlike some people. So, so what do we have on the plate today?
Okay, well, I think
Tonight.
Cap is probably the oldest news.
Yeah, Civil War.
Civil War.
That's gone and passed.
Everybody made their reviews months ago, but you know, whatever. It's good. It's good.
He's been a hot topic.
He has, especially with the new comic, which I'm completely ignoring because, you know, Nick Spencer.
And I still have to pick up a copy. I just haven't had a chance to. I want to read it because
I'll have to get the inside scoop.
He's Hydra.
Yeah, I'm boycotting it. I actually am.
He's Hydra.
He's
because it's now been revealed he's not Hydra.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's such like an attention grab, and it's literally just for shock value. And I hate it.
He was brainwashed as a child or something like that.
Well, no, because they said it was what was it? Cubic. It was the went back and like changed time because whatever she thinks of is what happens, and so like spoiler alert, by the way, sorry.
It's all over the nerd news anyways.
So Red Skull basically like manipulated her using affection and everything because that's the only thing that works on her because she's currently in the body of a little girl, and so the little girl has like control over
I didn't read
everything.
That part.
Yeah, and so Red Skull manipulated her into changing Steve Rogers' past, which she thinks of something and it happens instantly. So she thought of Steve Rogers as a Hydra agent and has been from the beginning. And so that made it.
From his childhood on, he was like a sleeper agent for them.
It changed it. So it's not saying that, like, going all the way back, he's always been this way. It's saying in this issue, like, this is what we're having happen. But
something clicked in his head. And
yeah, well, yeah, just saying that, like, it was a reality warp, basically. Yeah. And so I don't
it's like this whole new Marvel comic thing. Did I tag you in what potentially, like, I guess Iron Man just found out he's adopted in this Marvel universe? Yeah.
What? Wait, like the cinematic?
No,
like okay,
in the comics. I was like, no. In the comic book universe, as like in the same universe that Captain America's Hydra, he just found out he's adopted. And come to find out, like, there's a rumor that apparently Black Widow might be his mother.
You're making my Natasha be his mom. That's weird. That is weird. Especially seeing as that goes against the Black Widow training. Part of it was that they performed surgery on them and made all of them sterile so that they wouldn't be able to.
I don't know. Like, this is just a rumor. When I was reading on I was reading on Screen Rant, and I think also on comicbook.com that I guess like something like since it's a whole new comic book arc and stuff, like, she was trained, and with all the enhancements, she was able to stay as young as she is and stuff throughout that.
So she has like a version of the serum. Yeah,
so she was able to, like, I don't know, like, he might be Howard Stark's son or something, but like she messed around with Howard Stark or something, or not. Well, Tony Stark's my bad.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, messed around, and she might be the potential mom, and it's just like, I don't know what they're doing with the Marvel comic arcs right now, but I gotta read them.
Oh boy, I'm gonna take a step back and I'll watch it all go down, and then I'll get the inside scoop because I don't know if I could handle that. Like, too much, man.
Well, going back to Cap and everything, he's been a hot topic. You know, Civil War movie, what they're gonna do with that now. Mm-hmm. Brooklyn, a few days ago, the government itself, or like the Brooklyn mayor or something, I don't know, no, not mayor of New York, but like they're erecting a statue of Captain America and stuff. So
heard about that. That's awesome. I like that because I think it shows how much like this isn't just comics. Like, it actually impacts people's lives. I don't know, because I think sometimes people forget that, like, works of, I'm going to call them works of art, these works of fiction, these works of art, like, they do impact people's lives. And so, like, to have this show that it's not just, like, a child's thing, I don't know. I think it's cool.
Well, it goes off of my, like, theory of, have we replaced, like, are these our new mythologies and stuff?
What up, yeah.
And I brought that up in my mythology. Yeah. I did that as in my mythology class, and my mythology teacher was like, wow, that is amazing. Like,
it is.
Like, that makes sense. Like, because we immortalize these written characters as if they were ours. Like, if they were real, like stuff, yeah. Like Superman and Captain America, and these are our gods. Like, we worship them. Like, we go to Comic-Con for them. Like,
yeah, I can totally see the parallels.
Instead of going to Greek temples now, we're going to New York Comic-Con. You know, like.
I wish. I'm too broke for Comic-Con.
Oh, I can't afford it. I'm going to Vermont Comic-Con.
So you gotta cosplay if you're gonna go to Comic-Con, and like you gotta have a good cosplay. And it's just, I'm broke, man.
Oh, I'm 501st, so I should be there in my Star Wars costume.
Oh
so.
My gosh, that's so good.
But what was the other thing on our list?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad prep. Yep. Yeah. I'm ready. Some people might not be. But I am. I'm ready to see this new Joker and Harley Quinn and Killer Croc and Batman's in it, so I'm super excited for that. Everyone knows I'm a Batman fan.
Really?
No, you couldn't tell.
Oh, good stuff.
But like, it's supposed to be really well. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be the saving grace for the DCEU. They call it. Yeah.
They need something. They need something. I'm not a fan of Jared Leto. I never know how to pronounce it.
Leto.
One of those things that you always read, but you never actually say it out loud. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his, so I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy the movie. I just he, as an actor and as a person, he's kind of been taking things like a little way too far. And,
he's a method actor, which is...
but like. Leaving used condoms around and like
sending dead pigs to your coworkers.
Dead pigs to your coworkers. No.
I'm just ready because like when I hear like during like the movie theater trailer and everything where his iconic laugh, and I was just like, yes, that sounds so good. It's not Mark Hamill Joker laugh. I don't know if you've ever heard it.
I haven't heard that one.
I'll play it for you sometime. Okay. But Mark Hamill's voicing for the Joker is synonymous with the character, but it's good. And Margot Robbie looks perfect for
Yes, that's gonna be good.
Apparently, there's this. She just came out and said, "There's a scene where you see in the trailer where she starts changing in front of all the guys and like all their jaws are dropping and stuff." And changing into her Harley Quinn costume. Yeah. And apparently, like, right before that scene, she ate a whole cake by herself before she did that scene.
Yeah, like, she had been given the cake early in the morning, and they kept telling her, like, they were putting it off and pushing it off and pushing it off, and she was going to have the cake earlier in the day, and then they just kept filming the scene off. So she's like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to eat my cake. And she ate the entire cake, and then they're like, okay, time to go film. And she was like,
But hey, she looks good anyways. I'm reading a lot about it. I guess like this movie is gonna rely heavily on Harley and Joker.
Yes.
So, and finally, Harley and Joker on the same big screen. Finally,
yeah.
And I guess like she was Margot was talking about her backstory and stuff, and like they're going with the original story where she was a psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum, and like he was her patient, and then I guess like the reason why she has all her moves, she was a gymnast and stuff, and I guess she's throughout the whole film she leaked a little bit that she's still very loyal to the J-Man.
Gotcha.
So those two are going to make basically the story plot behind this. So I'm really curious to see like how this is going to build up.
Yeah. I'm interested. I don't know. You know me. I'm a Debbie Downer. Always looking on the other side of it. The Joker and Harley's relationships in the comics that I've seen, like the nasty bit of it, I'm really hoping that they try to, I don't know.
I have a feeling you'll probably see her backhander or something like that. Yeah. Like, and people are going to be like, oh my God, he hit a woman. But I'm like, that's been part of the comic book for a long time. But like New 52 kind of messed with that for a while. Like apparently in the New 52 story arc, there's been multiple Harleys because every time he killed one off and like tweaked another woman psychopathically and she became the next Harley Quinn and boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I really hope they don't do that plot. Like it's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But
and it just makes her like replaceable, which I don't like it. When
I like my Dr. Harleen Quinzel. Yes. That is my girl. You know? But like I'm just excited to see the rest of it because like Killer Croc's in it, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, he doesn't look like what he does in the comics." I'm like, "Yes, he does." It goes back to have you ever seen Killer Croc before?
I have not.
Have you heard of him?
I have heard of him. I have not seen.
Well, in like the later comics of Batman, like he's had genetic like enhancements, and he looks like a giant crocodile human. But like this one, he looks more human. And how it started off was he was a gang member with a skin condition that made him look like that. And that's what he looks like in this film. Like, he just looks like a gang member that has a skin condition and probably eats humans like he did in the comics. Like,
Gotcha.
And they have the rest of the Suicide Squad. I had to do research on this one myself because a lot of it is a mixture of New 52 and original Suicide Squad because the leader of the Suicide Squad in this movie his name is Rick Flag. And in the original comics in the 60s, he was a World War II veteran tasked to control this group.
Gotcha.
And this time it's like I think a modern soldier tasked to watch these guys.
Yeah.
And but like we have Deadshot, another major Batman character. Will Smith though, but nothing against Will Smith, but like I'm really hoping he's a good Deadshot.
Should be.
And then have you ever heard of the actor Jai Courtney?
I would need to know roles.
He was in the latest Die Hard and stuff. He's a young and up-and-coming actor. But have you ever heard of the Flash villain, Captain Boomerang?
Yes.
He's Captain Boomerang.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
like, they have a Flash villain in there. So it's not just, like, Batman villains in it. Like, Katana is a Batman. She's a vigilante. I don't know why she's in the Suicide Squad, but it'll probably explain it in this one. And then they had the guy with all the tattoos they showed and everything, El Diablo they call him. And originally I had to research on him. He's a New 52 Suicide Squad member, but in the original comics he was Justice League. Okay. So like they tweaked him.
Yeah.
And so they added him, and then they have that witch-looking girl who's Enchantress. I don't know anything about her either, so.
Yeah. You know me, I'm not the DC head.
I'm still learning.
I'm no like basic, and then I'm just like, yeah.
Well, if this movie survives, then we get Wonder Woman and Justice League next year.
Yeah.
And apparently, Zack Snyder has listened to us. To the fans. Like,
really?
Yeah, I guess. Because they had to really scrap all of his plans because
I wonder why.
Jeff Johns, the CEO of DC, was like, after that bomb, like, we need to fix this before it goes wrong anymore.
Wonder Woman. Honestly.
Wonder Woman was badass in Batman v Superman.
Seriously, she was the one saving grace. That's it.
Hey, Batman was awesome. I don't care. He killed
Martha.
He killed. That was stupid.
Come on.
But apparently, that scene, if I'm waiting for it to come out on DVD, but the Ultimate Edition apparently it makes a whole lot more sense with the addition they added to it.
Okay.
And why that stupid scene happens. Okay. So, puts more to the backstory. So I'm going to be more of a judge when the Ultimate Edition comes out, because we know the theatrical edition. I loved it, but at the same time, I fucking, excuse my language, fucking hated it.
It's awful. It just further cemented my, like, okay, no thanks, DC.
It was a beautiful wreck, in my opinion, because, like, the cinematography was amazing. Like,
oh my gosh, yes. It was full of, like, aesthetic shots where I was just like the parents' murder.
Yeah.
That entire, like, opening scene, I was just like, oh, it's so pretty. I'm like, they're being killed, which sucks, but, like, it's so pretty.
Walking Dead. That was Negan and what the heck is her name? The pregnant chick
Maggie.
Maggie. It's Negan and Maggie are Batman's parents. Like in the beginning of the movie, a lot of people like. I just love that part.
I did not pick up on that. Oh my gosh. I wonder how fun that must have been to film.
And there, like, a lot of fan theories are like, what if, like, after the zombie apocalypse, he had she gives birth to the baby, and he names him Bruce, and, like, he becomes Bruce Wayne, and it's like,
no.
But
come on.
That's just stupid people. But like
seriously, we've already had Carl reading comic books, so like it's no.
But back on track to that and everything. But like the DCEU we have a whole month, August 5th, until it happens, and
less than a month
now. 29 days. But it's make or break for DCEU, I think, and
yeah.
I really hope it succeeds, like,
yeah,
with the reshoots and all that.
I don't know. They need something. They need, because even if I feel as though if the Suicide Squad does go fantastic, like I'm worried that they might drop the ball again when it comes to like Wonder Woman and Justice League, and then they're just going to further tank themselves, and then it's just... Well,
it's not Zack Snyder's hands in Wonder Woman, so I have a feeling that it's a woman director, and I can't remember her name, but...
Bless.
She's... I've heard of her movies, and they're amazing, I've heard, so... Cool. And I've seen I've seen screenshots of the new movie, and it looks awesome. Wonder Woman looks badass, and it takes it back to 1920s.
Yes!
So it's not like the modern one you see in Dawn of Justice. It's her discovering the world outside of Themyscira in the 1920s.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's her backstory. So finally, a movie after the 1960s Wonder Woman. So finally, like DC is giving her the movie she deserves. It sounds like
Marvel, take note.
Now Black Widow should get one, you know?
Please. I mean, come on. I would love for a Black Widow solo film, but even if you can't manage that, like, give us a Black Widow Hawkeye film.
That would be awesome.
Give the backstory. You can tell us all about Budapest. Like, come on.
Yeah, I want to know what happened to Budapest.
I mean, come on. It's
been a question since Avengers. Like.
Exactly. And they haven't even, there's so many...
They haven't even touched on it since.
Is that there is so much of a connection there between Black Widow and Hawkeye, and, even in The Winter Soldier, when she's wearing the arrow necklace the whole time, and, it's just, come on, and you just totally dropped it, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
I really hope, what's his name, the guy who plays Hawkeye.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, he was talking about, he'd be totally fine being Hawkeye if Netflix picked up a show on him.
Okay, but here's the thing. If Netflix did a Hawkeye show, I would want it to be more like Matt Fraction's version. And so that needs to be, a younger, 20s, 30s-ish Hawkeye. And I feel like Jeremy Renner's great for the older Hawkeye, but he's not good for a younger one. I want the goofy.
Well, maybe do the first season backstory and then go second season as Jeremy Renner's.
Because if you do Matt Fraction, then you get to pull in Kate Bishop, and please pull in Kate Bishop, because Young Avengers are amazing. I would die if I was
That would be awesome.
Because then you could have a Young Avengers spin-off show, and who doesn't love that? Like, come on, I will personally fund it.
Netflix has so many plans for so many Disney-owned companies.
They need to pick up Agent Carter.
Well, that's another one talk. But apparently, Disney tried to hold the monopoly on the TV shows filmed by Netflix, and apparently now they got a contract with CW to continue with the Arrow and stuff for more shows based in that universe too. And they're like, Netflix is, we can't monopolize just Disney.
Yeah.
But going back to it, but Netflix is just, if they can get a hold of more Disney, well, not Disney, but Marvel, and there's that rumor of Star Wars TV shows on Netflix and stuff, that would be awesome. Okay. But if they can do a Jeremy Renner as a Hawkeye show, I'd watch it.
Seriously, that's what I want.
Jeremy Renner's a badass.
My birthday's coming up. Come on.
Come on, Marvel.
You're hearing me. It would just be. That's what they need to do. There's so many plans. I wish there was a way that we could just call up Marvel Studios and be like, hey, take these plans into serious consideration.
Yeah, because Marvel's with the Defenders next year and Luke Cage this year and the season 2 of Jessica Jones and stuff. I can't wait.
Excited.
And season 3 of Daredevil. Yes. And they confirmed Punisher's getting his own show too.
I'm so happy. Because now they don't even have to do backstory because they did that already. So now it can just be about. Oh, I'm so.
Well, what's his name? I can't remember who plays
the actor.
The actor who plays. I just know him as Shane from Walking Dead. But anyways.
Oh yeah.
But he was like, yeah, they are I'm in a Punisher show, and I'm like, yes, I would so watch that.
Heck yeah.
Coming from the DC guy, I'm like, Punisher, Daredevil, Defenders, those are the awesome, the darker gritty, and that's what DC is the darker gritty. Thank you, Marvel, for making it more dark and gritty. We love you. Give us more. With the Civil War situation, I'm sure they could tie more into that and stuff, and I wonder how the Defenders is going to come into place now with the Sokovia Accords and all that stuff.
Oh jeez.
Which kind of leads up to the whole season ending of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that finale was. It was a lot better than expected because everybody knows that, I'm not going to say who, but a team member dies. And it was not somebody that I was expecting. Once you're watching the episode, you're like, okay, I can get a feel for who's gonna. But when you're thinking about it beforehand, I had it narrowed down. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be one of these 3 people, and I'm gonna cry because it's gonna be awful. And then it wasn't, and I'm just like, okay, it happens. But
so when did this season end?
Oh, geez, a bit ago.
So you can spoil it. I don't care.
I can spoil it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I will catch up on Netflix.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you've seen it. Sparky Dude, the electric guy. No. See, yeah. Okay. Well.
I haven't watched. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. since halfway through the 2nd season.
Okay.
So I'm a season and a half behind.
So have you gotten to the point where Sky goes to Jiaying?
No. See where I got to. See.
I can't even.
The last episode I remember seeing was she had just discovered who her father was and who her name was, and who was Daisy or whatever.
Oh my goodness!
And at one point they were climbing down into this temple room, and the black guy was climbing down, and he gets possessed or something like that. That was the last episode I saw.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My dude. Okay, yeah.
That was the last episode I saw.
So, you're a bit
Don't blame me, Marvel fans. Don't blame me, please.
I'm blaming and I'm judging hardcore right now. You don't understand. I just marathoned The Flash and Arrow, and I'm completely caught up on them.
I'm so proud of you.
I know, right? Except for the seasons that are currently airing, because I haven't been able to see those.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, there's only so much you can do with
Flash
Netflix.
is better than Arrow, but Stephen Amell is an awesome Green Arrow, but the writers suck. Anyways, I'm a fan of DC. Don't get
See, Flash is good because Flash is some of the parts you can tell are, like, super scripted, but it's, like, okay. With Arrow, it's just, like, this is horrific. My preschoolers could do better.
Arrow, to me, like, the last season, the 4th one, like, he became the Green Arrow. That's awesome. But, like, it was just, like, you're beating a dead horse now and stuff, and it's just, like, he's supposed to be this happy-go-lucky, almost, like...
What? I'm sorry, Oliver Queen's supposed to be happy?
Yeah, Oliver Queen, like, in the New 52, the first novel, that I've only read that one, but, like, at the end of the book, he ends up cracking on his utility belt his cans of beer, and he just cracks one open at the top of a rooftop and just drinks it. And I'm like, that's what Green Arrow is. Like,
that is not the Oliver Queen that we've been getting.
No.
We get this broody, angsty little
He gets the Batman type Batman.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the Flash, the end of the final episode of the Flash season,
I've only seen season 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to ruin it if you don't. Yeah. But basically, something will affect the Arrowverse, well, that universe completely, where it might reboot it somehow. Just going to say. Yeah.
I love
so it. This might be DC's way of, like, we're really sorry for this. Like,
I am sorry.
Because they have came out and said, like, Stephen Amell's like, because of this season finale of The Flash, it's going to heavily affect the universe of the Arrow. So I'm like, yes, like maybe that will change it a little. Like, and that's what they can do it. That's how they can do it. Yeah. Reboots and stuff.
Awesome.
Like, make him more happy, less brooding, less Batman villains. Like,
he really doesn't need that many, like, shirtless scenes just climbing up the ladder. What is that thing? Jacob's Ladder or something? I don't know. One of those.
Diggle's my favorite character out of
that.
Yeah, he's still my favorite character out of all of that.
He's
like, but like the Flash, the second season, like when you get a chance, watch it because it is better than the first season, like by far, like the best season of like any TV superhero show I've seen in a long time.
Really?
Like, yeah. Like, they pull off I won't ruin everything, but, like, the DC multiverse plays a major part in that, so.
Yes! Okay.
They pull off the multiverse theory.
I love the multiverse.
Yeah, Earth 2 plays a major part in that season.
Yes!
So.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Happy.
so.
Okay. Now I just have to find it, because everywhere is, like, we have... Season 2, episode 11, starting there, and I'm just like, no.
It's like I got to catch up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so it is.
Seriously. Okay, yeah, that's on Netflix, so you have no excuse.
That just got uploaded, so I could just binge that.
Season 2 has been on Netflix. You have no excuse, buddy.
Well, there's so many superhero shows out there and stuff, and unfortunately, like with Agent Carter being I never watched it.
My heart is broken.
And then my side, Constantine, I watched that full season. That got canned.
Sorry, this just came to me, and it's nerd news. Firefly. There's a Firefly. They're a second season. They're filming.
No, really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Where did you hear this?
I heard it. I can't remember where, but
random. That wasn't part of the script, people.
No, I'm sorry. No, I read it and then I like Googled it because I was like, there's no way like this has to be just a hoax or something. And they're actually like doing a Firefly. Like I don't know. I don't think it's a reboot. I think it's literally just picking up in season 2. Because I watched season 1 and I know the movie and I watched Serenity and
I've seen Serenity in one episode of Firefly. Don't get mad.
I'm mad.
Hey, I like Serenity. It was a good movie.
Oh my gosh, you can't watch Serenity without watching Firefly first. Who does that? I mean, it follows the Firefly.
It was forced on me.
Out of order.
I promise you, it was forced on me. Like an ex-girlfriend made me watch it, kind of thing. Like, so I've never seen. I've only seen like the first episode, and I just. Like I said, it's not that I don't want to watch it because like the first episode was awesome, and it's just like with everything like I just can't keep up with all the TV shows.
I gotcha. I feel you. I have like I'll have like 48 hours where I'm just like, okay, straight up binging. I have no work, I'm binging, and then I work for the next couple months.
See, like, my days off lately, it's been, like, packing this and moving that and stuff. So it's
just... Jared's moving.
Jared's moving. I'll be in Rutland, guys. But anyways, if anybody knows what that is, don't go. I'm moving to West Rutland. That's better. Anyways.
Fun fact, Rutland is the heroin capital of the United States.
Just a fun fact. Off topic. But, yeah, anyways, but with the busy schedule, but that's cool. I'll have to look more into Firefly. Yeah, that would be cool.
Because Firefly's so good. It's just good stuff. It's like, it's a feel-good show, which is weird because you wouldn't think so. And, like, there's, naturally people dying every episode, but, like, it's a feel-good show.
Yeah. I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, just sad. Agent Carter's gone. Netflix picked that up. So I can watch it.
It left off on such a cliffhanger, and it's just so frustrating because, I mean, season 2 was okay. I didn't feel like it did as good. Like, I didn't feel like it did Peggy as much justice as season 1 did, because season 1 really cemented the whole, like, badass, kick-ass, I am Peggy Carter, I came here and I'll do what I want, like, who Peggy Carter is, like, getting shit done. Yeah. And season 2 kind of, like, leaned back on that and forced her into this, like, love triangle. Gross. Come on. Like, I hate it when it's supposed to be, like, an action show, and then it's just, like, romantic subplot here, romantic subplot there.
That's what Arrow is.
I know. That's why I don't like it.
It's like, I could write a better comic book TV show sometimes. And it's just, like, that is a soap opera.
That's what it is. It's a really, like, dark and broody soap opera, and it's like,
The Flash is more exciting and
lighthearted and funny.
The guy, it's Barry Allen is the guy who plays. Why am I blanking? He's my favorite character.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters.
I don't know the actor's name.
The actor's name. I'm so sorry. You can kill me later. But he's the perfect Flash. Perfect Flash. Like, really good. Although, like, a lot of people are saying we should give Ezra Miller the chance as a Flash for the DCEU, and apparently he is the major part of the Justice League. Like,
Ezra Miller, I love him.
He's Barry Allen Flash in the new DCEU.
I did not know this.
You see him in the movie in Dawn of Justice.
I really pay attention when I'm not liking a movie. Let me lay something out.
When Bruce Wayne gets a hold of Lex Luthor's computer and stuff, and he's looking at the metahuman, like, he's been watching metahumans and stuff. Yeah. You see Ezra Miller as the Flash. And then, do you remember I know it's kind of weird, but, like, he's in that dream, not the dream sequence, but, like, you see, like, a guy trying to reach out to him, and he's like, you were right about him and everything, you can't trust him, and, like, he wakes up at his computer and is like, oh my God, that was the Flash.
Oh, dude.
And it was that was Ezra Miller. Actually, they confirmed it. That was him in the future running on his, the Flash has a subatomic treadmill and stuff, and, like, that was him, like, running on his treadmill and able to contact that. They took that out of the comics. Like, Wally West tried that and stuff, the sidekick.
Yeah.
But in one comic, he ran back in time enough time to, like, warn Bruce Wayne of something. And he's like, who the hell are you? And he's like, you know who I am from... Like, he's an adult at that point. And he's like, I don't have much time, and then he fades away and stuff, and it's like, It's really cool how he does that. So,
yeah, no, see, I really wasn't thinking that movie, so I just kind of stopped paying attention. Like, flat out.
Let your kids start school in the morning.
And that was my father. But on that note, I think that's all we had planned out for the night.
Yep.
So,
good stuff.
Good stuff.
Bonus
a lot of things to catch up on.
Welcome to summer.
Yes. Hopefully more episodes in our future, maybe in between someone's college breaks, but other than that... I
don't get college breaks, but it's all good. It's all good. I have some. We'll figure it out.
Yes. And I will maybe solo it a couple times before that. Yeah. I got to keep this thing alive or it's just going to have to scrap. All right, guys. Awesome. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you.